ഇന്ന് ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് ഇറങ്ങുവാണ് രാവിലെ. ഇന്ന് ഒരു സ്ഥലത്തിൻ്റെ പേര് പറഞ്ഞത് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് പോവുകയാണ്. രാത്രി അവിടെ സ്റ്റേ. എന്നിട്ട് നാളെ ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് നോർവേ. ഇതാണ് ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ പ്ലാൻ. നമ്മുടെ ബസ് ഇതാണ് നമ്മുടെ ടൂർ ഓപ്പറേറ്റർ.
ഹലോ.
ഇത് ഫേമസ് ആയ KLP. ആർക്ക് പൈസയുടെ ആവശ്യമുണ്ട് KLP കൊണ്ടോ. ഇത് നമ്മുടെ അഡ്വക്കേറ്റ് ദമ്പതികളാണ്, ശ്രീകുമാർ ആൻഡ് ഗായത്രി ശ്രീകുമാർ. അവർ നമ്മുടെ ഉണ്ട്. ചേട്ടൻ്റെ പേര് മറന്നു. കണ്ണൂർ നല്ല ചേട്ടൻ അല്ല, തിരുവനന്തപുരത്ത് തന്നെയായിരുന്നു. ചേട്ടൻ്റെ പേര് നാരായണൻ. കണ്ണൂരല്ല,
ഗൈഡിന് വരാൻ പറഞ്ഞ ഒരു മീറ്റിംഗ് പോയിന്റ് ഉണ്ട്. നമ്മൾ ആ മീറ്റിംഗ് പോയിന്റിലേക്കാണ് പോകുന്നത്. അതിനുശേഷം ഗൈഡാണ് നമ്മളെ സിറ്റി ടൂറിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകുന്നത്. ഉച്ചയ്ക്ക് ലഞ്ച് ഇന്ത്യൻ ഫുഡാണ്. ഇന്ത്യൻ ഫുഡ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നോർത്ത് ഇന്ത്യൻ ഫുഡ്, സൗത്ത് ഇന്ത്യൻ ഫുഡ്, കേരള ഫുഡൊന്നും കിട്ടില്ല. ഇന്നലെ ആരും നടക്കുന്ന സമയത്തൊന്നും മത്തി വറക്കണ മണം ഉണ്ടെന്നു. അത് മത്തി അല്ല, അത്
shipyard where they built the Vasa ship, and we are heading to the Vasa ship a bit later. Now we're going over to the ship island. It can be described as a cultural island today, but it used to belong to the Navy until the 1960s. Called the Arch, made by the Chinese sculptor. This is where the Nobel laureates stay. And in June they organize here a conference, a seminar called the Brilliant Minds, and they invite people to listen. It's very secret. Ai Weiwei was this year he had a lecture. And these brilliant minds has been started by one of our most famous entrepreneurs, Daniel Ek, and he has founded the Spotify. And this is a sweetwater lake, so we take our drinking water from here. And between 1911 and 1923, it has 18 million bricks. And it was built by Ragnar Östberg for the people who are working in the city. So the civil servants work over there. But he also knew there would be quite a lot of functions here. Because this room is named the Blue Hall. Do you think it is blue? No.
It's red.
He wanted to have a sort of glass roof, but it was not technically possible. And then he planned to have blue walls, and then he came in and saw the sun. But the most famous thing that takes place here is the Nobel Prize banquets. And this is on the 10th of December, on the death day of Alfred Nobel. And then this hall here, this center part has the table of honor with the Nobel laureates, and there are 1,300 people seated in this room. Now, you are maybe going to Oslo, and then you will learn that the Nobel Peace Prize is awarded in Oslo, because at the time when Alfred Nobel in 1895 wrote his will, we were a union with Norway. Postponed, but they that year, 1948, there was no peace prize. So that was a shame. But you would never receive. And they have meetings every third Monday. They are not hired, so they do it this volunteer. September. This is when we elect for the parliament and also for the city council. And we have 8 parties. We also have 8 parties in the city council because when it was planned to be a flat ceiling, but when the architect came in here, he thought he wanted everything here to be spread out. This is not a room for secrets, so it is like the birds going to spread out. But it also in the period of 800 AD to around 1000, we were Vikings, and they had special houses with no windows, but had a
creepy little sneaky little foreign places.
But then, of course, how
I can't take it.
Now, here is dominating a fresco painted by a prince. That's why it's called the Prince Gallery. And he's over there, that's the prince, Prince Uduce. Now, he was asked to paint. Crowns. I mean, crown is the way, also the word for chandelier for us. We find here and here we have a cupboard with important peoples in our history, and it is covering the heating system here. It's behind this cupboard. So
It's a great big atlas, and I'm feeling down. When you get what you want, maybe I should start over.
it is real golden. It is 23.5 karat gold. In a sandwich method, they put a gold leaf between pieces of glass, and it's about 10 kilos of gold. 18 mosaics. And the young man who made this, he was only given 10 months to finish it because it was to be inaugurated on the day when the king approached Stockholm. So for this reason it was a hurry. And this is a tribute to our history and different parts. But I have asked you if anybody can spot a mistake. On the very top there is a head missing. Can you see that? Yeah, I can see. This is a mistake. The mosaics would start from the floor. Oh. So by the time they reached the head, the top, the head was there was no space. This is the queen of the Lake Mälaren. This is Stockholm. I don't know if you think she's beautiful, but she holds the city hall. Queen Elizabeth used to call this like the Switzerland of Asia. From there they have brought around 600 AD a Buddha statue. The building in front of us is the parliament. And the orange building here in the corner, the beautiful one, is the government. Now, as we had elections, they have had some difficulties in getting. It was very important. You see, we are the 5th largest country in Europe after Russia, Ukraine, Spain, and France. We are, it's a very long country. It is 1,600 kilometers. So it would be like going from Mumbai to Calcutta. But 55% of the country is forests. And we have only 10.5 million people in total. We have one of the largest archipelagos in the world. 200 of these islands are inhabited permanently. But these islands, they stretch 150 kilometers from north to south. So it's over a very big area. So you are seeing the central islands, which is that it is too top heavy. It is too narrow. It should have been 1 meter wider because they also built another ship that was 1 meter wider, and that sailed for many years. Because what happened was they knew it was unstable. They had soldiers running across the deck, and when it leaned 10%, water came in through the lower gun ports. So it was a construction mistake. But we can see also here how elaborately it was painted. Because this was a warrior ship and people could not read and write. And you can see all the decorations here. There are 800 figureheads. On the very top is a little young boy being small models. And what Anders Franzén was, he managed to locate the exact position of the ship. But the most important thing with him was that he managed to get funding to get the ship out. He managed to get a private company prepared to pay to bring up, and the state to pay for the conservation. Now they found the ship in 1956. But the bolts had rusted already after 25 years in the water, so they had to put her together, and they could only work in the summers because we have the wires over there on the wall. Then they could lift her and seal her and finally tow her into the harbor. And we got her out. In 330 years underwater, all the fibers were gone. So she would be pulverized if she would dry. So they decided to spray her with PEG, polyethylene glycol, first every 20 minutes and then every 40 minutes for 17 years. The conservation of this ship has cost $500 million. This is the widow who took over the business after her husband died. Here we have behind the admiral who is in charge of it, the ship, and here the shipbuilder's brother. But we of Riga, they formed a union, a trade union of the tradesmen, the merchants, and they became also military strong. And for this reason, we decided to take more control by forming a union with Norway and Denmark, because these were so strong. They dominated And these are copies. We managed to get the cannons out in 1600. Then the country would have stopped. And these are replicas as we sold the original ones to England. There is one down below on the one there.
On the ship because they are very strict with routes. Over here is lower gun deck, and then right above it we have upper gun deck. And this is where you would have all the cannons and where the soldiers would sleep between the cannons. So this is basically the living quarters of all
Just tell me why.
അല്ല മക്കളെ കുട്ടികളെ എല്ലാം പറയണം.
ഞാനിപ്പോ താമസിക്കുന്ന ഹരിയാണ് മെഡിക്കൽ കോളേജിൽ.
അനുപിള്ളേ ഇവിടെ ടെസ്ലയുടെ ചാർജിങ് സ്റ്റേഷൻ അടിപൊളിയായിരിക്കുന്ന എല്ലാം എടുത്തല്ലേ വെക്കുള്ളൂ. യെസ്.
കണ്ണൂരിലെ ഏറ്റവും വലിയ ബിൽഡറാണ് അല്ലേ? എവിടെയാണ് പറഞ്ഞത്?
കണ്ണൂരത്തെ ബിൽഡർ വേറെ ആളുണ്ട്, കാണിച്ചു.
നിങ്ങൾ എവിടുത്തെ ബിൽഡറാണ്?
നമ്മൾ മൂന്നാണ്.
അതല്ല, അത് വേറെ വോയിസ് കണക്ട് വൈഫൈ